guys, it's Coco Tarot, and today we have a pick-a-card on the topic of how are you haunting them, plus a peek at their freak. Today we're looking into how you haunt the person on your mind and getting a peek at the shadow element of their desire for you. My readings are closed for now, but thank you to everyone who has been supporting the channel. Our little tribe of weirdos is growing, but we have 3 piles to choose from based on the images in the thumbnail. So this will be pile 1, this will be pile 2, and this will be pile 3. And I will see you guys in your piles. Hey pile 1, we're going to get right into your reading and see how you haunt the person on your mind plus a peek at their freak. If this reading resonates with you when it is over, let me know down in the comments. I'm super curious. And please like this video if you want to see more videos like this. Pile number 1. You picked the photo of Frankenstein and his bride. And the type of person I was picking up on is secretly a romantic. So if this is a masculine energy, they could come across as really brute and strong and I'm the man, or I'm very masculine, regardless of gender. But they could be secretly a romantic at heart, or like romantic comedies, or listen to romantic music. I was picking up on a song by Josephine Baker. I think it's called De Temps en Temps. It's in French, but it's very romantic, fairy tale-esque. If this is a feminine that you're asking about, they could be the type that says, I'm independent, I don't need anyone, I can do it all on my own, but secretly they crave that romantic atmosphere. They don't look like the type to be super romantic or super in their emotional space. I'm seeing the King of Cups, but they are. This could be someone who is highly misunderstood. And in the story of Frankenstein, Frankenstein asked his creator to build him a wife because he felt monstrous, or like no one would love him because he was an amalgamation of stuff. He was created, he was a monster. So he asked for a wife to be made so he could have someone to love, because he felt like no one would love him because he's Frankenstein. So whoever this person is, although they desire to be loved, it could be a Beauty and the Beast thing where they feel as if they don't deserve that love. Maybe this person does have a scar or something prominent, or just energetically they are built for love. I don't know why I'm seeing this big masculine body. For some of you, this could be someone who is a little bit thicker or has big arms or big hands. There's something about them that is big and thick, okay? But I was also picking up that this person craves you in ways that confuses them a little bit. They've never felt so deeply for someone or wanted to protect something. You might come across as very pure to this person. Again, with the Beauty and the Beast, you're very pure and feminine regardless of your gender. Or just the opposite of this person, where that primal need kicks in when they're around you. So it could confuse them. They might not understand why they subconsciously feel drawn to you. I was also picking up on them replaying you guys' conversations and kind of wondering what you meant by that, or what was the energy when you said whatever you said. This person could have a bit of regret in conversations because they get so captivated by your energy, and they want to ask you more or really dig into why you said something, pick your brain, but they get kind of nervous and they forget to do that because they're just wrapped up in whatever you're saying. But they do want to know more about you, your beliefs, why you think that way, why you do certain things that way. You're kind of this person they want to study and understand better. So you guys could come from different cultures or backgrounds, or even if you are the same race, you could have just grown up in different backgrounds or have completely different taste. But you do bring out a submission in this person. So if they're very strong and masculine in real life, I think behind closed doors, a peek at their freak would be them letting you dominate or being submissive to you, okay? Being a little bit of a simp, okay? It's this person, don't judge them by how they look, because they're not going to look as emotionally deep as they actually are. But we're going to get your cards out and see for sure, okay? You got in the 12th house, not you in their 12th house, pile number 1, in the 5th house. Oh, wow. That is so crazy. This person is thinking about you being their bride or you being their husband, being married to you. They think about you being a part of their joy. The 12th house says seeking oneness with all there is, philanthropy, keeping your involvement hidden. So these feelings are hidden. They might not have said it yet. And the 5th house says the power of love, investment, gambles, and other games, your creations. They really do think about building a life with you. For some of you with the philanthropy here, this person would pay a bill or get you a cell phone, and this isn't to bring it up in a materialistic way. That's their need to protect. Oh, do you need something? Oh, do you need groceries? Oh, do you want me to help you with your car, help you change a tire? This is the type of person where they kind of get off to you needing them a little bit in your everyday life. This could be someone who says, call me if you need me, text me if you need me, and they mean it. They actually mean it, okay? You also got empathy. I can't talk. Right now, this person could fumble their speech a lot, or I don't know, I feel as if when they're not around you, they are so put together. They are so on it. And then they get around you and they start to fumble and get clumsy, and this is what confuses them. They don't understand why you are throwing off the center of their gravity. How you have reaching someone in their 12th house is such a deep space. So this person, they smile and they laugh at your jokes and have a good time with you, but behind their eyes, they're thinking deeply about how they want to make this situation last. How they can make you stay is what I'm hearing. I'm open to seeing both sides of the situation. They have a lot of empathy for you. You also got believe in yourself. Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. Single parent. This person could be a single parent, or you could be a single parent. And lazy mind, stagnant, needs an emotional boost. Okay, so this person could work in a very, I don't want to say a boring job, but a job that's very cut and dry. They have to do things a certain way. They have to meet deadlines. They could work a lot. They could work in some kind of corporate atmosphere. Even if they're a single parent, there's something here where this person in their life, they have to be serious, or there's a lot of responsibility, things they have to take seriously. And there's something about you, pile number 1, where when they're around you, they start to want to take you seriously. They start to calculate you and their plans and their life, what they want to do next. And they do this without you even asking. It's not as if you're nagging them to put you in their life or being like, hey, what are we? This person is asking themselves that. This person could have fantasies at work about you, especially if they have an office, or I'm hearing a supply room somewhere where they can be kind of alone but at work, and they think about being with you there. Possibly something with a table here. This person could be into doing things on tables. I don't know what that means, but you put a flair into the mundane of their life. That's what this 5th house is. You bring joy into something that is very boring or more mundane, or a responsibility. And I don't want to say boring. It's not as if a negative thing. It's something that this person has to do, a responsibility. Like I said, work. If they're a single parent, taking care of their child. If they have a pet, taking care of their pet. If they have parents, maybe their family is really important to them. There's something here they take very seriously, and you knock them out of that. You shift their perspective and start to show them how even the most boring thing can be a lot of fun. I'm not even joking, guys. I have to get up because I spilled my drink. This person, they spill things around you. They knock into walls. They are literally so clumsy around you, and this is going to tell you who this person is. You walk in the room and suddenly they're dropping their papers. You could work with this person and they could have workplace fantasies about you. And as I'm wiping it off the ground, I'm thinking of someone spilling something, or they could think about accidentally spilling something on you and having to wipe it up, or having to give you a t-shirt of theirs to change into, and then they get to see you walking around in their clothes. This person could have a thing for stockings, high socks, like socks that go above the knee. You know that little siren office wear trend that was going on that was wreaking havoc on the girlies because some of them were actually wearing those outfits to work? This person could be into that corporate attire behind closed doors. They might want to see you in, a pencil skirt, something like that. You or this person could also wear glasses. I don't know. I'm seeing this serious person really be shaken up by you. Flip the energies. If it resonates, you could be the serious one, and this person could be someone who really just knocks you out of your routine in the best way. But regardless, this person, they're not just attracted to you, pile number one. Them having empathy for you, to me, that tells me they respect you. This person, they don't just want to protect you physically. They would want to protect your dignity, your reputation. You're this little, beautiful, pure little treasure. I'm seeing a ballerina or something. They see you very purely. Even if you don't feel that way, you don't have to be, virginal or anything. They just see you in this very pure way. Like a baby chick, okay, that they want to protect and make sure, that it doesn't get lost in the wild. They could see you as a little bit wild or untamed, and maybe their need to protect you is like, oh my gosh, there goes pile number one, always getting into something crazy. But they also love this about you. Let's clarify this with the tarot and get some more messages. Your person, they're such a romantic. This person, if you were to get in a relationship with them, or even if you already are, they would like to give you gifts, or when they ask you to be their girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, it would be really sentimental. It might be in the form of an inside joke or something that you guys both reference. Maybe you guys both saw elephants on your first date, so when they ask you out to make it official, they might give you a gift that's an elephant to remind you of the first date. They're very sweet. And it could almost take you off guard where you're like, whoa, I didn't realize that this person was so open emotionally. Clarify this for pile number one. How are they haunting the person on their mind? Plus a peek at their freak. Okay. Let's send it out. Send it out. Okay, we've got the Empress. Yeah. I'm not even kidding, guys. This person, they have a lot of fantasies about marrying you, walking you down the aisle, what you would look like in a white dress and a tuxedo. I'm seeing that garter belt that you wear around your leg at a wedding, and someone using their mouth to take it off. Okay, there's just something here. This person, they want to build a house for you, okay? They want to chop wood down for you. They want to do really domesticated things with you, cook a meal, have babies with you. That's what they fantasize about, a life together. Especially with the 5th and 12th house, it feels like the external and the internal. They want to feed you externally and internally. This could be physically, maybe they want to feed you food, but I'm talking about feed you love, feed you compassion, feed you empathy, They don't just love you for the outside. They love you for that 12th house, the inside, the things that are hidden. This isn't the type of person who will switch up on you if you reveal a secret or a truth. They will actually feel grateful to know you better. They want to know more about you. All right. Okay, we got the Hangman. Yeah, you really enlighten this person. And that Queen of Swords. I felt that's that seriousness and very intelligent. This person could be very smart, really good at what they do. They could be a boss of some sort. The Five of Swords. One more. How are they haunting their person? Oh, and the Queen of Wands wanted to flip out. The Eight of Swords. Yeah. Okay. A peek at this person's freak is that they feel like a freak. There's that wound that we were picking up on earlier where they crave love. Maybe they feel as if they don't deserve it. Maybe they're afraid. It's strange. This person goes back and forth because they want to be with you. They want to express their feelings for you, their emotions for you. But there's something in them that is terrified. Maybe that you won't feel the same way. Maybe that they won't measure up. Maybe that they're not able to give you the things that they need, because they do put this pressure on themselves to give you the whole 9 yards. Okay, when this person sees you, they're very future focused. They're like, how can I give this person everything they ever dreamed? How can I give them the house, the kids, if you don't want kids, the dogs, you know what I mean? They want to know how they can supply that for you. But it also puts a lot of pressure on themselves, because they see you, regardless of masculine or feminine, whatever you identify as, they see you as the Empress. They're like, how do I get to this Empress? The Empress is the ultimate feminine energy. So this person knows, okay, I have to, I need to meet, they could put pressure on themselves to make a certain amount of money before they ask you out, and I'm not normally this freaking, I don't know, fidgety with my spread. I mean, I do touch the cards. I'm a touchy person. I like to touch, but I'm not normally this like, it doesn't look right, something's off. You really put the pressure on this person. They want to impress you. Especially with the Queen of Swords too. They think you're really intelligent. They know that, I don't want to say they know, because I don't think you care so much about this person coming across as intelligent, but they feel as if they have to be smart and savvy and witty and rich, and I don't know. They put a lot of pressure on themselves. It could just be a confidence thing. Maybe this person, they just need a little bit more confidence. If this is someone where you guys agreed to be casual, they caught feelings. That's what this is. They caught feelings. They really didn't mean to fall for you. And the Hanged Man in this deck often reminds me of the Fool. If the person, after they left and they're just like, falling. This person, they didn't mean to fall for you. Why am I hearing that song that's like, and tonight will be the night that I will fall for you? You make this person want to write poems and sonnets and songs. If they're artistic, they could paint a picture of you. But I don't think they end up doing it intentionally. You just pull these emotions out of this person where they start scribbling, start painting, start drawing. And you're a muse. You're a muse for this person. It's almost like you were created for them. They prayed for you. Just like Frankenstein, they asked the creator, send me my person, and poof, you popped in their life. And now they're scared as hell. This sounds a little random, but this person could be into sensory deprivation. So blindfolds, they could like to play with temperatures, hot and cold. Very interesting. I'm telling you, this person doesn't look like they have all these toys in the chest and doing all these things, but they do. But on the outside, they're very, you can introduce them to your parents, you can take them to the work party. They're very respectable. But with the 12th house here, behind closed doors, they turn into a completely different person, especially when they're alone with you. And that's part of that seduction. You bring out a side of this person where they want to explore that hidden part of themselves. And as crazy as it sounds, this person is really turned on by emotional vulnerability. So if you guys are ever talking or laying together in bed and you start spilling personal secrets or telling them little facts about you, hard truths, this actually makes them fall more in love with you. Every time they learn a deep truth about you, they feel so much closer to you. This isn't the type of person that is going to want you to always be cheery and smiley. They're going to also accept the parts of you that have shadow. They're going to want to know about your insecurities and your triggers and what makes you sad, but in a way where they can turn that around and make you feel confident. They feel so enlightened by you. That's why you're their muse. They'll always feel inspired by you. By how you live your life, by how you dress, by everything about you. This person, you could be someone who goes through different phases, or maybe you dye your hair a lot, or you go through different styles, but at your core, you're always the same, but your external changes a lot. You could move a lot. Regardless of what phase you're in your life, this person still has huge admiration for you and loves you, regardless of what you look like, how thin you are, how big you are, when your weight fluctuates is what I'm hearing. It doesn't matter. This person, they love it. They definitely dream about you, but with the 5th house here, I'm pretty sure 5th house is ruled by Leo. I feel as if they daydream about you. With that sun energy, they dream about you during the day when they're at work when they're doing a mindless task, doing the dishes, laundry, cleaning, taking a shower. Those are the times they think of you the most. Maybe they're a really busy person, so they don't have a lot of idle time, but in that idle time, that's when you show up. And you show up as a fairy with a fatty. Just like that song, she was a fairy. Anyway, when this person reaches out to you, it's because they need that pick-me-up. And no one's going to make them feel the way pile number one is going to make them feel. You're literally this person's little earth angel, and they actually like how freaky you are. If you're spiritual, if you're into, you could, it doesn't matter, this person likes it. They like that you're a little witchy. They're like, yeah, tie me up, do a spell on me. This person's a little wild, I'm not going to lie. But it's because it's you. Because it's you, they'll do it for you. But that is your reading, pile number one, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile two, we're going to get right into your reading and see how are you haunting the person on your mind, plus a peek at their freak. If this reading resonates with you when it is over, let me know down in the comments. I'm super curious, and please like this video if you want to see more videos like this. Pile number two. You picked the photo of Michael Myers, and your person had a very interesting energy. Okay, I'm going to get into your channeled messages, but before, I was picking up on the song Devil in Disguise by Elvis, and that's how this person sees you. They have such strong feelings for you, or you pull something from them emotionally that it scares them to the point where they feel like you're the op. Okay, they are noticing how you bring out this part of them that I'm hearing I'm feeling things. This person could be a player. They could be someone who prides themselves on being detached in love, but they can't detach from you. In fact, you bring out the stalker in this person. Suddenly, they want to know where you are. They want to know why you're not texting back. They get so in an obsessive energy, almost, how do I say this? You're like karma to this person. I feel as if whoever this is, they've done this to other people. They've gotten other people obsessed and pulled them along and breadcrumbed, but you're not breadcrumbing this person. That's not what's happening. It's almost like you're reaching this person emotionally, and now they're stuck in a way that others have been stuck on them. And I want to stress that you're not doing this in a toxic way. I feel as if you're just being you. You're vibing on an energy that you always vibe on romantically. But this person isn't used to that. They're used to games. They're used to toxicity. And most importantly, they're used to not having to tap in their emotions at all. This could have been a big focal point in their past relationships where people were like, well, where's your emotions? Why don't you say how you feel? Things like that. And when this person is around you, they start to say how they feel. They start to tap in emotionally, and it scares the heck out of them. This connection to this person is forbidden fruit. You bring out this unhinged, primal energy that they feel like is the devil, okay? They're like, no. This can't be healthy. The way I feel can't be healthy. It is not healthy for me to be looking up this person's social media at 2 a.m. It is not healthy for me to be thinking about. It's crazy. What did you do to this person, pile number two? The energy that I'm picking up on is that you didn't do much. You were just being yourself. Or maybe you're someone who is really honest with this person. Maybe you call them out. Or maybe you're not just looking at them googly-eyed and believing everything they say. You actually challenge them. Maybe this person could be a bit of a misogynist or a feminine energy who hates men. Or I'm trying to, however it fits for you. It's like this person, whatever gender they're used to dating, the gender that you are, they're used to them being a certain way, or they stereotyped that gender in their head. But you broke that stereotype. You're not the typical woman or man. You're not who they expected you to be. This person could be used to playing games where people get triggered and then they're obsessively calling them and they have to block them and things like that. But you don't do that. When this person doesn't respond, you just go live your life and do your own thing. And it bothers this person. They're like, why don't my tactics work? You know how they say your light irritates people's demons? Your light, pile number two, irritates this person's sexy demons. Okay? They don't know what it is. And they feel the need to possess you, kind of. It's almost like because they can't figure out why you make them feel this way, they target you, kind of. I don't know. I have no idea. This person could have put you in a triangulation, tried to get people to compete with you. What is this? Who is this person, pile number 2? Ooh. They got some, I don't want to say issues. Is that mean? They've got things to work through. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Let's get your cards out and see exactly how you haunt this person. Plus, I'm interested to see a peek at their freak, you know. Okay, we got Uranus. An unusual example of a different way of looking at an unexpected change. Oh, and Mars. Shut up. The drive for the confronting of action. Not you triggering their Uranus and Mars. This person is so mad that they have feelings for you. I don't know how else to say it like that. Peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Yeah, you are so peaceful. You are on this vibration that this person can't even fathom. And you see right through them. You see through something. This person could have a lot of spirit guides that are trickster energies. So they're used to being a bit of a trickster. I'm not saying that's negative or positive. They just could have a lot of trickster spirit guides or something. I don't know why I'm picking up on that. I just heard Loki. I don't know. This person could be into Norse mythology, why can't I say it? You know what I mean? Celtic things, or they could be into the Green Man, okay? We also got ask your dreams a question when you need an answer. Photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. So this person is looking at your photos, but I think they like to look at your photos in that way, obviously, the obvious way, but also they're studying you. They're zooming in. They're like, who is this person? Where do they come from? They're looking at you like an alien, okay? And they're an FBI agent, and they're trying to figure out what planet you come from so they can send your butt right back, because they're feeling things they don't want to feel. They don't want to be triggered in their Mars and Uranus, okay? They want to keep living how they've been living, but you have shooken something up for them. And you're literally haunting this person's dreams. With this person sleeping here, you haunt their dreams. They see you in their sleep. I'm hearing, what movie is that from where the guy's like, that ass, it haunts me. That's how they feel about you. And strangely enough, it makes this person upset. It makes them upset that they want to love you. That's so funny, okay? You also got ability to express happiness and pain. An ability to do well in emergencies. Funny how those both say ability, okay? You could be someone where this person feels like you have supernatural powers. How do you read my mind? How do you know what I'm going to do next? You could have told this person something and they brushed it off, and then when they were completely away from you and your environment, something came to pass that proved you right, and it freaked the hell out of this person, okay? They might have ran to God and started praying. They're like, what? I'm telling you, that song, Devil in Disguise, that's how they feel. Obviously, with the photograph here, this could be someone who is into photographs, you sending them selfies or photos of you. They really like having mementos. And despite how chaotic this person's energy might be, or how I'm seeing the King of Swords, they just really overanalyze everything. They are a bigger thinker than people give them credit for. They could be very observational, and this is why they study you and try to figure out, okay, there's got to be something here that is making this happen. They could think that you do spell work on them or something. They're just trying to find a logical explanation for their emotions. This is the equivalent of trying to find the exact math equation that is love itself and being like, aha, this is why I feel this way. This person is very logic-minded. But what's funny is when I get a peek at their freak, right now, this person could be very traditional behind closed doors. So even though they seem like they could be this wild, freaky person on the outside, when I peek into it, really this person is just very classic, want to cuddle you, have some mood lighting in the bedroom, you know. Why am I saying if you hook up with this person and it starts on the couch, they're going to be like, let's go to the bedroom. There's something about the bedroom. Maybe they really like their bedroom, or they just like that atmosphere in general. Like I said, very classic. Even though on the outside, this person, they do have some toxic traits. I'm not going to lie to you here, pile number 2. This person, they like to play games. But it might be something they're used to. This might sound weird or offensive, but a majority of people that this person has met bores them. So that's why they play games, I think, because it's their way of adding some element of fun to the situation. But you don't bore them. They never get sick of you, and they can't understand it. They don't know why it doesn't wear off. Even if this is, so for example, this doesn't have to be, it's just an example. Say this is someone you dated before and you guys broke up. And usually when they break up with people, after a couple months or after a couple weeks, they're fine. But with you, it's like they can't get it out of their brain. Or if it's not an ex or anything like that, it's just regardless of the situation, they don't understand why you are always the forefront thought in their mind. This person could have a lot of thoughts about you right before they fall asleep or right when they're waking up. You know when you wake up but you haven't really opened your eyes and been awake yet, you're kind of still in that in-between limbo state. They think about you when they're in limbo. This is very specific, but if this person has ever been under any kind of anesthesia, they thought about you before they went under. I don't know, that's so random. And that's that space that they block, okay? This person, they block themselves from releasing their emotions, but with you, when their guard is down, when they're in limbo, when they're about to go to sleep and stuff, and that guard isn't all the way up, the veil is thin, that's when you come in. And they can't help but think of you. You challenge this person's point of view in some way too, because this could be a very logical person or someone who really relies on science, or they could be really religious, but maybe you're into spirituality, or maybe you're into like quantum physics or something. You just blow this person's mind and they almost want to confront you for it. Like, what's going on? If they think that you're doing spell work on them, they want to confront you and be like, can you stop? And you might be like, I'm not doing anything to you. For some of you, I just heard you might not even be thinking about this person. But they really do feel like, no, pile number 2 is doing something. They're doing something to me. They're the mastermind. I just heard Dinkelberg. Have you guys seen The Fairly Odd Parents? And his dad hates the next door neighbor, Dinkelberg. But Dinkelberg does nothing. He's just living his best life. But he's always like, Dinkelberg. Like, he just hates on him. And I'm not saying this person hates on you. I'm getting it as a metaphor for how they can't figure out, like, ooh, pile number 2. Like, why do you make me have these strong emotions? I don't want to feel. This person doesn't want to feel. They want to be numb. They pride themselves on being numb and observational and thinking things through. Then you come along and you just blow that all out of the water. We're going to get into some tarot and see for sure. This is so funny. It is so funny that this person is mad at the way you make them feel. They do love your photos. This sounds very strange, but we're tapping into shadow desire here, and this person, they might want to take pictures of you asleep. They might like to do things sleepy, is what I'm hearing. So right in the morning or right before bed or middle of the night type things, where they like sleepy energy. Okay? Obviously, I'm talking all consensual here, okay? I'm not talking about anything weird, but clarify this. For pile number 2. How are they haunting the person on their mind? Plus a peek at that person's freak. Thank you so much. Okay, we got the 5 of Cups. Yeah. You're not paying attention to this person, but they are paying attention to you. You're not heartbroken by this person, but they are heartbroken by you. They just don't get it. They don't get it. Why do I feel this way about pile number 2? Why can't I get over pile number 2? Why does pile number 2 sleep like a baby and they don't look like they're obsessed or stalking, or, you know, this person doesn't understand why you're not stalking them, why they are in the reverse energy. And I'm telling you, it could be some kind of karma. Okay, got the Page of Pentacles. You've got the Empress. That's so funny. I love to see it. You guys are so, regardless of your gender, I love my tribe. You guys are always on it. With the Empress coming up here, yeah. No wonder this person has feelings for you. Who doesn't? Who doesn't is what I'm hearing. That's hilarious. Ready for this? 2 more. For pile number 2. And they all want to come out in reverse, so you could be a mirror of this person. The way that they see you reflects how they should be feeling about themselves in a way. Like their emotions they feel for you reflect that they haven't been loving themselves. So for those of you where this is an ex, you guys' relationship ending and this person losing you was actually a good thing because it taught them a huge lesson about their emotions and cherishing certain things. You know, I hope this doesn't offend you guys, but when this person was in your life, if you resonate with that example, when they were in your life, they took you for granted, or they almost didn't see you. They knew you were an empress on the inside, regardless of gender, but they were kind of like, nah, or whatever, or it's fine, or maybe they thought after it ended, oh, we'll get back together again, because they're used to getting back together with their exes or being able to spin the block, but they couldn't spin the block on you. They didn't get to get it twice. Okay, so if this is the example you resonate with, you not being in this person's life anymore and them being kind of obsessed with you, it's karmic, where it's supposed to teach them how to be obsessed with themselves and work on themselves, how to love themselves. Clarify this? One more. Pile number 2. That's so interesting. But for those of you, a majority of you, it's not an ex. But for those of you who that doesn't resonate, this could be the type of person who might not want to express their feelings for you. They could feel as if they express that, then you get the upper hand. If they come back and apologize for something, they know that that means they're admitting you were right. This person has a lot of pride. And they don't want you to know how much of an effect you have on them, because I'm hearing that means you win. I don't know, this person, they could be competitive. And what's so beautiful, what I love about you, pile number 2, is you just sitting on your throne. I don't even think you're worried about this person. If this person is checking your socials all the time, you might have not seen this person's socials in years. You probably don't even, like, you wish them well, but you're not looking into them. And it drives them insane. But I keep hearing this is what they've done to other people. Oh no, not you coming in with that Kali energy. Giving them karma. Pile number 2. Even if you and this person do end up together and they do, admit their feelings for you, that loss of you is or was teaching this person a big lesson. I'm hearing that line that says, take a photo, it'll last longer. That's you. You're like, it's a good thing you got some photos. Because I'm bouncing. I don't know what energy you're in, pile number 2, but you are just not with it. You can see straight through this person's shenanigans. The Empress can see through moon energy because in some ways she is the moon. The moon represents feminine energy. And this person is so petty, guys. I don't know who this is. Who is this person? They're so petty that they might even try to date people that aesthetically are the same as you or dress like you or have that kind of vibe, the same culture as you, thinking they can get the same energy. But you're more than just your avatar, pile number 2. It's like this person is realizing, like, oh, people have depth. They're not just the clothes they wear and the hair they wear and the makeup they wear or the car they drive. Earlier, we talked about their freak being behind closed doors, kind of classic. But with the Ten of Swords and the moon here, this person could be into something more rough and passionate. And maybe that's why I was getting this kind of behind closed doors bedroom thing. This might not be something that this person will openly admit that they're into, but they like that aggression or passion or, you guys getting into it after an argument. I'm really picking up what it is here is this person is different with different people. They assess the situation, they observe the person, and based off who the person is what kind of freak they display. So for some people, they're in this very Mars energy. They just lay it down, put it down, do what they need to do in the bedroom. But then with the Uranus, depending on who it is, and I feel like with you especially, that's when they want to get more innovative. Okay, I'm hearing webcam or something with technology like text messaging, photos and things like that. That's when they want to do things a little bit more inventive or play into a fantasy. But they're different with different people. So that's why I'm picking up on different things. This person, they like to code switch, okay? Not everyone is going to see everything. It depends on who they feel comfortable with, how they assess this person out, what this person's personality is. And that's why you stump them, is because they can't read you. They can't just figure you out by hanging out with you once or twice. And it really bothers them that they can't figure you out like other people. This person could have spiritual gifts too, and they're used to be able to reading people like that, but they can't read you. This person could switch up how they show affection also as a way to learn new techniques. Since everyone is different and everyone likes different things, this person, it kind of helps their arsenal. This person is very into expansion when it comes to sexual things, learning new techniques. And why am I thinking about, someone bought me this wine recently. I'll put a photo up here, but it's called Menage a Trois. Okay, so I'm thinking about that right now. This person, they just want to try a bunch of things and then figure out what they like and then do those things repeatedly. That's how they are. They very much study. And since they can't read you, they probably want to ask you a lot of questions about what drives you crazy. How can they get to that one spot to make you do whatever they say? They want to understand how to tame you, how to, like I said, possess you. How can I get pile number 2 to do what I say, to bend them to my will? This person is, they can be a little bit controlling. They're so used to having the upper hand. Maybe they're really attractive, and because of that, they're used to kind of getting their way when it comes to the energies that they've dealt with. But with you, they can't do that. It doesn't matter how cute, how charming, how funny they are. They have to come correct. And this is actually a good thing for this person's ego, the fact that you challenge it. They are normally addicted to chaos, addicted to unconventional types of desire. But with you, they start to wonder, maybe peace is kind of sexy. Maybe a healthy relationship could be kind of hot. Maybe I don't have to try a million things with different people. I can try a million things with one person who means a lot to me. It's so crazy how you're teaching this person so much about themselves and the world around them by not giving them your energy. But that is your reading, pile number 2, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hi, pile 3. We're going to get right into your reading and see how are you haunting the person on your mind, plus a peek at their freak. If this reading resonates with you when it is over, let me know down in the comments. I'm super curious. And please like this video if you want to see more videos like this. Pile number 3. I'm going to tell you right now, if you pick this pile expecting something tame and classy, your person is a straight stalker. Your person is a stalker. I'm going to say it right now. Stalker, okay? I was getting the song, Every Breath You Take by the Police. Go listen to that song. I'll give you a second. Go pause this video. Go listen to that song. Are you back? Yeah, that's how this person feels. They're all up in your energy. This person, they stalk you online. They have burner accounts. They are all up in everything that you're doing. This could be the type of person that just shows up when you're somewhere. They like to jump scare you. They like to be like, hey. You're like, oh, dang, I didn't even see you there. That's this person. And I was also picking up on part of their freak is this person. This is why I had to do a disclaimer. This person likes to watch you when you aren't looking. When you're not noticing. Okay? The inspiration I made for this reading, it was based off of a dream. I had a dream a week ago, like a week and a half ago. It takes me a few days to do these readings. And in the dream, this figure was following me. A figure dressed in black, like draped in black, kind of like the Grim Reaper, except the face was that skull from the band, The Misfits. And this person kept following me, and when I would turn around and look at them, they would look away, as if they weren't looking, as if I wouldn't know. And that's what I'm picking up on your energy. It's like this person, they are heavily watching you, but if you turned around energetically, they would snap their head and be like, I wasn't looking. But they're looking. They like to watch you when you're not looking at them. So, for example, this person could be into watching you get ready, watching you cook, watching you read, watching you sleep. Okay. We're going to get your cards out, pile number 3, because this person, I even have a whole list of stuff here, and I'm just channeling right now. I didn't even read the list of stuff, but yeah, we're just going to get your cards out, because they are heavily in your energy. This person, they could ask for signs about you, they could pray about you, they could pray for you. They feel binded to you in some kind of way, which That's a heavy word. That's a heavy word in the spiritual community, to feel binded to someone. You guys could have a past life together or something. They just can't. They just want to see you. I don't know what it is. Okay, we're going to get your cards out. You got Sagittarius, the highest ideals of, the rules of, get it out to the world, and in the 11th house. Okay, this could be a friend. For humanity's sake, your hopes and dreams, do it for the future. Not someone pretending to be your friend, but they're secretly kind of obsessed with you. Okay, we got happiness. Yeah, wow. I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Share your cares. Coffin. Endings bring new beginnings. Growth, change, liberation, transition. I low-key love that that came out in this type of reading. The coffin. That's pretty funny. Settling down comfortably. And exhaustion and helplessness. This person could have insomnia. They could have trouble sleeping at night. And this could be when they get real deep in their stalking. This person has a lot of hidden feelings for you. And it exhausts them almost how much they hide these feelings. Similar to pile 2, this person, you kind of haunt them by how happy you make them, by how you listen to them, how you actually care about what they have to say, or they can feel comfortable around you. Like a friend. Even if you guys aren't friends, they feel a friendship with you, or something compassionate like a friendship. They could see you as their best friend, or they want to be best friends with you if you guys aren't close. But this could be your best friend, okay? I am getting that this could be someone who you see them as a friend, or your relationship is friend, but they don't see you that way. They want to transition out of whatever connection it is now into something deeper. If this is someone you haven't met yet, or someone that you're not close with, they could come in and be like, yeah, we're going to be friends, but they know. I'm hearing that line from Wolf on Wall Street when she's like, we're not going to be friends. You were never a friend to this person. They always had some kind of feelings for you. And even though I called them a stalker and was making fun of them in the beginning, okay, this person does have a heart. They do really care about you, and they support you. That's what it is. This person has a very support for you that feels like a friend. How a friend is cheering you on and wants you to do your best and is there for you despite what you go through. This person, that's how they want to be. They want to be with you through thick and thin. You're one of the few people they've met in their life, because I do think they've had other people where they've had this sentiment, where they feel this kind of soul bond with, where they can really be themselves. They can say what they need to say, or they can be emotional around you, and you're not going to judge them. You're not going to look down on them. Especially if this is a masculine energy, they feel really comfortable to tap into their feminine around you. This person could like fish, or you guys could live near the ocean, or water could be really significant. Dolphins, whales, starfish, seahorses. It's cute, pile number 3. You haunt this person in a positive way. It's a happy haunting. Okay, it's a welcoming. They welcome your spirit, your ghost, that when they get to have a dream about you, they're so excited. They're like, yes, I dreamed about pile number 3 last night. They wake up. They almost don't want to wake up. They're like, I wanted to stay in that dream. Why did you wake me up? You make the world feel less dead or more alive. You bring out a side of this person that has hope for the future. That goes, yeah, hell yeah, we are going to bring heaven on earth. Or heck yeah, life is going to get better. Or you really help this person feel optimistic. And because of this, they really do feel as if they could settle down with you. It's more than just being attracted to you and being like, oh, you're so hot. Because yeah, they do feel that way. But they are attracted to you as a person, your soul. It's deeper than how you look. If you've ever thought, like, does this person desire me, or have they ever thought of me in that way? It's more than just the physical with you. Of course they like how you look physically, but it's more about your soul. They really resonate with you. I'm hearing, I'm not a stalker, I'm your guardian angel. That's how this person feels. They're like, when they came in, they're like, no. I'm not stalking you, I'm your guardian angel. You and this person could be the same age or have the same birthday month, or there's something here where you're similar in ages. You could be kind of like Irish twins where you're, I think, 10 or 11 months apart, just really close in age. And this person could feel like the divine built them a friend. They built them a companion, someone that they feel comfortable with. Very huge emphasis on comfortable. Whenever this person has a few drinks, that's when they want to tell you how they feel. Even if you're not with them drinking, if they have a couple beers or something, they feel really strongly. They want to text you. They want to call you. They're like, I really want to talk to you. They could look at your photograph when they're in this energy. It's almost as if, you know the saying, a drunken mind speaks a sober heart. So they really get overwhelmed with how they feel for you and those hidden feelings when they are inebriated. Especially with the water here. You could have taken pictures of yourself with this person's phone, taken selfies, or if you've sent this person a picture, you guys have a photo together, they cherish this photo. There's a specific photo that the two of you are in, and they hold this photo very close to their heart. They would put it in a locket if they could. I feel like spiritually they have put it in a locket around their neck and they wear it very close. Earlier when I said that this person looks for signs for you, they could actually have synchronicities or things that come through on their algorithm that make them think of you or be recommended content by people who have kind of your phenotype or something like that. There's a synchronicity that happens on this person's timeline. You guys should definitely watch pile number 2, some of you, because there is a huge technology element here. I mean, the 11th house does have to do with networking, so that could be it too. They do see either you specifically on the feed, but if you don't make content, they see things that remind you of them. So your birthday, a food you like, a show you watch, you know, things like that. And especially when I'm thinking about this person's freak, if we're peeking in on that, this is really giving friends to lovers. This person might be into adding someone else into the picture, not in a planned way, but like, oh, we just had too many drinks and, you know, something happened with the three of us. I don't know. There's an energy of that here. They do fantasize about that. They are actually really turned on by the idea of getting with a friend or a best friend. As crazy as that sounds, they could fantasize about that, especially if you guys are in the friend zone area. Maybe it's a fantasy where you have a drink and then suddenly you spill your guts and you're like, I love you, or I'm into you, and then, you know, they do get wrapped up in that kind of thing. Or they admit their feelings and you reciprocate, and I'm seeing the end of Grease when they go up into the sky. When that song Summer Nights is coming through, this person you could have met in the summer, had a summer fling, or they could have a summer birthday, you could have a summer birthday. For some of you, this person could be European. I'm getting a very European energy in terms of sexuality. They might be a little bit more open, or you could be LGBT. This person could be, I'm seeing a freedom in terms of their freak. But this isn't someone who would bring that into a committed relationship. Almost more, that's that friendship element, or there's something here muddled with that. They kind of like when the lines are blurred a little bit. I know that not all of you guys are going to like the things I just said, but that's just for some of you, okay? We're going to pick up on some other stuff here. This, you guys have to realize too, when you pick up on someone's fantasies, that's not something that they would always say out loud or actually want to do. Sometimes it's different when it's in your head as opposed to doing it in real life. So I'm not saying that this person would necessarily bring that up to you or actually want to do that. It's just, I'm in their shadow desires right now, okay? So this might be something they would never admit. Clarify this to pile number 3. How are they haunting their person? The devil. This person is stalking. They're obsessed. They're obsessed. They're obsessed, okay? We got that. The devil. They're addicted. They're addicted. Pile number 3. What are you doing to this person? The 6 of Swords. 3 more for pile number 3. Oh, wow. Did you see that? 3 just flipped out. Awesome. The Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. Wow. So for some of you, take this lightly, but this person does plan to tell you how they feel for some of you. For others of you, this person goes a little bit back and forth. But regardless, it's giving this energy of, even if they're too nervous to say anything right now, if you were to come up to them now and admit feelings to them, they would literally transition or change whatever's going on just to have that. It's something where once those feelings are out in the open, they're ready to act on them. But because they're hidden right now, there's a little bit of apprehension. But they do drop hints, okay? They have been dropping hints. You probably know, especially if this person is your friend or a coworker, you hang out a lot, you have established some kind of respect with each other, you could know that they are stalking you a little bit. You guys could be in the same friend group or social circle, and this person is haunted because other people talk about you, or maybe you're doing something that other people are talking about, gossiping about, just mentioning in general, and that's also why they feel haunted, because they can't escape you somehow. Maybe that's why I was picking up on the algorithm. For some of you, you are popping up on their feed, whether that's because you guys are friends or not friends online. They do have a lot of fantasies about traveling with you to different places and doing things in different places with you, capturing certain memories. They want to try a lot of things with you. Foods or experiences that they've never tried before. Maybe that's why I was getting that kind of menage a trois example. Think of it energetically, okay, if it's not literal. It's almost like they want to explore and expand their view on things with you. There's an intellectualism here. Maybe this person is turned on by philosophical conversations or deep talks or travel. This person, they like to learn a lot about different things, and they can see themselves learning so much about the world with you or through you. With the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, and even the Six of Swords and the Three of Wands, you guys could be well traveled. You could have gone on a lot of, I'm hearing, scholarships for college or travel for school or for work. You are very knowledgeable about the world in certain ways that really stimulates this person. They like that you aren't just someone who's going to stay in the same town for 50 years. And there's nothing wrong with that, guys. If you like a town and you love it and you want to stay, that's fine. I'm just saying this person in particular, they're someone who likes to move around a lot or travel a lot or be someone who wants to go on a road trip by car, or they don't ever really see themselves settling down in a conventional way. Maybe they don't really want to buy a house one day. They want to buy an RV and RV hop for a while. They have a traveler spirit, and they think that you have this too. Maybe you guys have traveled together or gone on vacation together, and they like your travel style. Whenever they go somewhere new or try something new, they think, man, pile number 3 would love this. Or I wonder if pile number 3 has tried this before. And you bring out a part of them that wants to experiment. You encourage them to try new things. And because of you, because of how traveled you are and how you try new things, they could almost feel a little bit competitive. Well, I'm going to try this thing now, or look where I'm going. They could try to post and show where they're going as a way to impress you, or to show like, hey, I've been places too. I know things too. I can teach you something too. They could write you messages and then delete them. I'm telling you, they get so close to telling you how they really feel, and then they back out. They're like, no. I don't want to ruin the dynamic, or I don't want to make it weird. They could have even said things to you where they downplayed their obsession. So you could have posted something, and maybe you asked like, hey, did you see what I posted? And they're like, oh, no, I didn't. They saw it. Okay, or if you ever ask them, do you ever think about me? And they're like, yeah, sometimes. No, it's all the time. They downplay their obsession for you because they don't want to freak you out. I'm being so honest here. And this sounds so weird, but I'm picking up on when this person dreams about you, they dream about you being some kind of deity or alien, or maybe you're all purple or green skinned, and speaking a different language, and they come and they discover this planet you're on, and they say they have some crazy alien-like fantasies with you. I don't even know if I've ever picked up on that before, guys. That is so specific. Maybe they see you as a little bit extraterrestrial or ethereal, alien-like. With the Six of Swords, with the boat, the Three of Wands can talk about a ship coming in. This person could have some kind of fantasy that has to do with a boat. Maybe they like to boat or fish, or I'm not seeing like a big, it could be a cruise ship, but I'm seeing those small boats where you just go out fishing on with the little motor on the back. They could want to do something in a boat or on the water. Maybe this person is very water adventurous. They like to do water sports or just to swim in general. They could live by the water, but boats are significant here. I don't know what that means, but you'll know if it's for you. For some of you, this could be a long distance relationship, which is why they have to stalk, because they can't be around you all the time. So them looking at your socials, or if you post content online, is their way of checking in and, you know, seeing what you're up to. So there could be some distance between you guys physically. Yeah, and again, with this person downplaying things, you could text this person and they won't reply, or reply hours later like, oh, I just saw this. They didn't. They saw it as soon as you sent it, but for some reason they don't want you to even know at all how much they think about you. Because even they know it's obsessive. This person, because you picked the photo of Ghostface, they could have a thing with, you know, on the phone, doing things on the phone. This could be the type of person where they just call you and they're like, I'm outside. And you're like, what the heck? When did you show up? Something with the jump scare here. They like the sound of your voice. They would like to hear you say certain things over the phone. Yeah, this person is definitely into some phone intimacy, okay? They'd be very curious to know what you would say if they sent that risky text, or if they said that risky question. This person could want to travel to see you. If you are long distance, they're like, I'll come. I'll hop in the car right now, pile number 3. That's so funny. I'm also hearing I'd wait for you. So this person feels like they would wait for you, okay? Maybe you're not into having a relationship right now, or maybe you're doing some kind of work or study that doesn't really make it easy to be in a relationship. So they could be saying, I'll wait for you in that aspect, where when you're done with something, or you're done with some kind of work or studying abroad, then you guys can come together. But they're willing to wait for this to develop. They're not rushing it. It's not, like I said, it's not just physical with this person. They're willing to really let it cook. This person could want to see you in a bikini, or I'm telling you, if you were to FaceTime this person or something, looking really hot or looking really good, this person would be so excited they would screen record it. Without you knowing, I'm not even kidding. Watch out, this person, they're sneaky, okay? They might even ask you, like, can I film this? Or can I take a photo of this? They want a little memento to keep in a box, you know? So when they're 80, they could be like, oh, I was living life, you know? This person, that's how they feel about you. They feel like it's such an experience to know you, and they want to create more experiences. Definitely want to travel with you. They literally want to do things in different countries with you, okay? In different hotels, this person wants to travel with you around the world and do something different and spicy in all the places that you go. But that is your reading, pile number 3, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.